race week. This is a video about what the plan is and what training I'll be doing during this week. Welcome back to the Agegroup Multisport Podcast YouTube channel with me, Richard. Just out with Betty for our Monday morning walk, and we've come to the fields, which we don't do very often now because she's getting a bit on in age, but she's really enjoying it this morning. It's really nice. Sky's absolutely cloudless, and it's just glorious, but it's very windy still, as it has been all weekend. So yes, this week, race week, we've got the Brig Sprint Tri on Sunday. Low-key grassroots event, my first triathlon in, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. Been focusing mainly on duathlons, so yeah. So we're getting set for it. So what does it hold? Yes, the work is done. I don't think this week I'm going to improve much on any of the 3 disciplines for my sprint triathlon on Sunday. Like I always say, I am where I am. I've put as much work in as I guess wanted to for this little local grassroots triathlon. Like I said, I haven't done one for, it must be 2 or 3 years. So I am where I am. I'm quite looking forward to it, I've got to admit. And there's 3 things that I always want to achieve at a race, and the first one is to turn up on the line uninjured. Recently, the last few years, having a history of injuries, it's not been fun, to be fair, and I just want to give the best and make sure I can just turn up uninjured and do the best I can. So that's the first thing. Second thing is just to enjoy it when you're on the course. Just soak it all in, because it's a privilege to do this. We're really lucky that we can put the hard work in and do these things. And the third one is to finish with a smile on my face, and again uninjured, and just be happy that again we've been able to do it, and be grateful that we've got it done, and the work's paid off. Wherever you are on that spectrum, whatever you've put in, you're satisfied with what you've achieved. So that's the 3 main things that I always look for in a race. So today is, like I said, it's Monday, and I'm going to go for a swim. Got a few jobs to do today. I'm going to go for a swim. Going to look at the timetable and see when the best time is, because I'm quite flexible when I put the work in. My own job work, that is. Quite lucky like that. So yeah, I'll go and have a look on the website and see what the timetable is, and then I'll go for a swim. Again, nothing. A little bit of intensity maybe, but it'll be about 30 minutes and nothing too mad, no volume. To be honest, I've not put much volume in. While I've got back to the pool, it's been about 35-40 minutes a session. So that's the swim. That's going to be today, and then I'll probably jump in the sauna and bit of recovery there. Tomorrow will be again an easy run, probably on the treadmill, and I'll do some probably 90-second efforts, race pace, probably 4 or 5 of those within the 5k. Wednesday will be rest as usual. Thursday will be a bike. Again, it'll probably be on the turbo trainer, and again it'll be easy ride with some 90-second intervals, just to get the speed and get the legs turning over. Friday I shall probably rest, and on Saturday we'll do I'll probably take the bike up to the track and do some transition practice. I'm also going to put some transition practice in this week one evening. Not sure what that's going to look like. It might actually be Wednesday evening when I've got a rest day. And then, so Saturday, like I said, transition practice and then a few efforts on the track. And then Sunday race day, and that's it. That's going to be the week. Simple as that. Don't overcomplicate it, keep it simple. And, get to the start line uninjured, like I said. So that's it for now. I'm just going to go and get myself sorted and have a look what the pool situation's like, and then get off to work. So we shall see you on the other side. Hope you had a great weekend, and you have a good week, whatever you're doing. Swim done, 1,200 metres. I was in for about 30 minutes. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. There was a few in, but managed to get done what I needed to do. So just about to jump in the sauna, and then we'll see you on the other side. Tuesday morning, just been out with Betty, sat here having some breakfast. Didn't manage to recap on the swim yesterday, so I'll do it this morning. So yesterday at the pool, it was a bit of a weird one. There was a lane in, and then to the left of the lane, as you look down the pool, there was lessons. The lane actually was also holding lessons, so I couldn't use that. And then there was just general swim with all the kids on, because some schools haven't gone back. But bless her, one of the attendants come up and she said, "Do you want me to put another lane in for you?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, please." So about 5 minutes later, another lane went in, and it was happy days, and we got session done. 1,200 metres, I think it was in the end, and I was looking to do a few 100 intervals, which I did. I think I did about 6 in the end. I did some 50s before that. I was having problems with my form goggles. One of the patches that goes round the goggle itself, the foamy, that came off, and it was actually by the van, and Mrs. C found it, so I've super glued that back on, but it was leaking water still, so it was a bit of a pain. So we had those on, and we were seeing what paces we were swimming at, and it was about 1:54, which I was quite surprised at. So that was good. So it was a good session. I was messing about too much with the goggles, if I'm being honest, because they were leaking all the time. But in the end, I got out. I had another spare pair in my bag, so I went and put my Zogs on. They're really good. I've always had Zogs. I've always wore Zogs swimming goggles, just for general use, and they're really, really good. I'll put a link on the show notes, so let me know what goggles you use. But these Zogs have always been a really good. I've not used anything else, to be honest, other than the form ones. So they are really, really good. Can highly recommend them. And you see loads of people wearing them because they're quite distinctive. So yeah, I went and got those goggles out my bag, and I did the rest of the swim with those, and that was a lot better. No leaking water. So I'm going to have a look at the form goggles to see what I can do. Mrs. C said I can use hers if I need to, but I probably won't need to now. So that was the swim. It was good. Got out and then had a 15-minute sauna, which was really nice. Once you get out the sauna, I had a cold shower as usual, but you get into the changing rooms and it's absolutely boiling. I was dripping, and I don't think it was just due to the sauna. I think it's just the changing rooms are just so hot. So I was absolutely dripping. So then went home and spent the afternoon in the garden. So that was Monday done. Session ticked off. So this morning we've got a job to do. We'll be going out shortly, and then this afternoon it's going to be a treadmill run. So I'll warm up on the bike at the leisure centre and do some dynamic warm up as usual, and then we're going to do 4 or 5k on the treadmill and put some efforts in at race pace. Nothing mad, probably about 90 seconds, and do 3 or 4, I don't know, see how I feel, see how it goes. So that's the plan for today, and another cracking day, really sunny. It was a bit cooler this morning when me and Betty were out, but it's certainly heating up now. I don't think I'll need this jumper on for much longer. So yeah, that's going to be Tuesday. So we shall see you probably on the bike at the leisure centre. See you then. See you on the other side. So we are here at Meridian Leisure Centre, in the spin room. Once again, no classes on at the minute, so jumped on the bike. Going to do 15-minute warm up and then dynamic stretching as usual, and then jump on the treadmill. Hopefully there'll be some spare treadmills because 2 of them aren't working at the moment, so by the time I get there, hopefully I'll be able to jump on one. Keep your fingers crossed. Today's set's going to be 4 or 5 Ks with 3 or 4 90-second intervals at race pace, so it'll be a warm up, get into it, and then do the intervals and then a cool down. That's it. That's the session. Right, we'll crack on with this bike warm up, get the legs going, bit of dynamic stretching, and we'll see you on the other side. Post-workout protein shake. So there's some soya milk, and then we've got soy protein powder and some fruit, mixed berries, frozen, defrosted, and we're just going to blend it all together. And that is it. Cheers. Back in from the gym. As I said earlier, I was going to get onto the bike and do a 15-minute warm-up and then do some dynamic stretching, which I did. And then I jumped on the treadmill. It was very quiet in there, so that was no problem. Did 800 metres warm-up and then got up to a bit of pace. I think I was running about 5:15 pace till I got to 2 kilometres. And then the first interval for 90 seconds at 4:15 pace. After the 90 seconds, backed it back off to 5k pace till we reached 3 kilometres, and then ramped it back up to 4k pace again for 90 seconds, and then back down again to 5k pace. And then the final interval was just below 4k pace. I think it was 3:55 pace again for 90 seconds. So those were the intervals that I'd done. Finished it off just over 5k, 30 minutes, and then did a bit of backwards walking. If you're not sure about backwards walking, have a look at the 5 benefits video I've done on backwards walking. I'll link it into this video. So that's Monday, Tuesday of race week done. Wednesday is going to be rest stroke transition practice. And then we're moving to Thursday. So Wednesday, Thursday videos will probably be together. So thank you for watching. Any comments about race week or podcasts or anything else or backwards walking, leave them in the box below. Please do subscribe and like to this channel. It would be much appreciated. Yeah, give our podcasts a listen, as always. And we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, stay safe, keep training, and love the process.